In his lifetime of 39 years, Chopin wrote 230 pieces of music. Born in 1810, he was the son of a Polish mother and French father. A child prodigy, he grew to become a well-known Polish composer of the Romantic era. He grew up in Warsaw and completed his musical education at Warsaw Conservatory. As he advanced in his musical abilities, he decided to leave his homeland for Vienna. Not long after, Chopin again packed his bags, this time moving westward to the bustling city of Paris, a place of new ideas where romanticism and music thrived. In Paris, Chopin was able to make a name for himself, along with a comfortable living as a sought-after teacher. Chopin was the first great composer that devoted his music to piano. Chopin included piano in all his work and wrote a great number of solo piano pieces. His reputation as a performer was based on his private performances. He differed from other composers of his time because of his dislike of concerts and his preference for the intimate. He later had an affair with the writer known as George Sand. Sand's actual name was Aurore Duvant. She wrote under the pseudonym because she began her career with a partner named Jules Sandu. They first wrote together under the name Jules Sand, and once they parted ways, Duvant wrote under the name George Sand. With Sand by his side, Chopin wrote some of his best work. After their split, his health declined, and he slowed down significantly in his composition of music. At age 39, Frédéric Chopin died of tuberculosis.
Chopin was one of the most influential composers of the Romantic era. He himself was influenced by the great composers Hummel, Bach, and Mozart. In addition to Polish folk music, Italian opera was a significant component to his music. Specifically, the Italian bel canto operatic style influenced his nocturnes, a night-influenced style that uses soft and slow melodies. He was different from other composers of his time because his themes were not based on literary characters or books. Instead, he made music for music's sake, focusing on the emotional aspect of the music. Chopin's style is often described as technically difficult with an emphasis on aspects of tone, nuance, and sensitivity. His music is also known for having a restless harmony and an expressive melody. Chopin has had a remarkable impact on etudes, using them to teach his own style playing and expanding their length. Chopin also impacted other types of music, including his inventing the instrumental ballad and his work on adding melody and expression to Polish mazurka and the Viennese waltz.
Chopin acted as a bridge between the composers that came before him and those that came after him. He used composers such as Bach as influence and built off his work and style to develop a more contemporary style. From a young age, Chopin made the Polish music of the mazurka a stylized dance, his own, and continued to produce this style throughout his life. His compositions show a nationalistic component with a continual influence of his homeland, Poland. However, the more he developed his mazurkas, the less Polish they became. This is mostly because he liked to break genres, drawing allusions to a different genre than a piece is labeled as. In doing this, he was able to make links between his music, referencing one piece within another piece. By his method, he transformed the mazurka from a peasant form to a more sophisticated genre by arranging multiple mazurkas together, expanding them. He established a new model for Slavonic composers to follow. Chopin was a man that appreciated structure while also breaking the rules. He was a composer who opened the door to the possibilities of exploring the development of an instrument or a style of genre of music. Chopin, in his short life, led the way to a new appreciation of an instrument, a form, and a music as a whole.